Hello YouTube, Joey here from Team Burning Infinity with a Skull Warrior deck profile that was requested. But before I get into the deck profile, I just want to give a couple updates on the channel. Now that we're back on vacation, we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff again. Tomorrow I should be going local, so I should be getting a bunch of videos, whether it be matches, deck profiles, player interviews, whatever. Maybe a new episode of Locals Vlogs. We're going to definitely get a lot of content up this week. Sorry for the lack of content lately. And also, we're going to start doing exclusive stuff on the Facebook page. Or at least I will. Starting, I'd say, next Monday. Maybe even post a couple videos or quick things on Facebook. So yeah, we're going to make the Facebook worth checking out. Because I just realized we haven't been doing enough to make it actually worth checking out. So, starting today through Monday, we're going to start doing things to make the Facebook better, whether it be ask questions, shout-outs, whatever. And also, all of you guys should check it out. Give it a like if you can. Spread the word, because I really want to start making the Facebook page a nice place where all the subscribers can meet, greet, talk, share ideas and everything else, and ask questions, whatever it may be, because that would be cool. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Starting with Katsuno World Skull Warriors, obviously you gotta play the Katsuno World flag, and you have to play a buddy, so my buddy is Blood Knife Keemonsai. 4/2/1, free to call. He kills himself at the end of the turn, but to make up for it, he has Penetrate, which combos really well with this deck. So yeah, gotta love him. For the size 1s, I play 2 copies of Sea-Splitting Irakumaru because you lack a lot of monsters thrown in the center. So I kind of want that extra monster thrown in the center. In my opinion, really good and should be played, but it's personal preference in all reality. Some people may want more sets of Jiji, spells, whatever. It's all based on player. 2 Aftermath Kagaku, this is definitely a 2 of, and that's really it for the deck. Any more than 2 is a waste. You're using up too much space, and any less than 2 is just unforgivable because the 7k power is too great not to use, and it kills itself at the end of the turn to make up for that, so yeah. A second Mitigator for your minuses, I don't think it's a 4 of, but I definitely would say 2 or 3. Player preference here, I like 2, I know Kershiv plays 2, I like it at 2 because it balances out what you need, but it can't be called to the center, so you want that defensive, you want some form of defense, which is why I prefer the other 2 Irakumarus than a 3rd and something else, and a bunch of other figures. But overall, I just think it's a really good card. It's a 4/2/1, like Keemonsai, can't be called to the center, as I said, but at the end of the turn, instead of like drawing with Yamagitsune, you can put any targeted Skull Warriors from the field into the gauge all at once, so really useful. Yamagitsune, which I just mentioned, one of the 2 aces of the deck, or 3 actually, because there are 3 cards I consider to be ace holes, or not even ace holes, just really important cards that you must need. Like, there's a lot of staples in the deck, but these are beyond the most important ones. They do the most for the deck. Yamagitsune is obviously number 1. He's the entire theme of the Skull Warrior deck. He is a 5/2/1, pay 1 gauge call cost, and to Darkness is his ability. Whenever a Skull Warrior would deal damage, you can send it to the drop zone to draw 1 card. Really powerful. Gains advantage very fast. And his best friend, Blood Knife Keemonsai, in my opinion, because Keemonsai is a very easy way to get damage in. He is a 4/2/1, as I said, Penetrate, kills himself, but the nice thing is, since you have Penetrate, you can deal damage through the center, and then combo it with Yamagitsune. Really good card. Even if it's not your buddy, I would highly recommend 4 of, and definitely need 4 Yamagitsunes. 2 Flash Strike Yamai Hebbies. Yamai Hebbies, one of my favorite, I think he's my favorite size 2. In the sense he removes and just nets pluses if you get Yamagitsune or sets a Jishi off. Just gains advantage pretty fast if you use it right. Really powerful 5/2/1 Venomous Strike. Whenever this card enters the field, destroy a size 1 or less monster on your opponent's side of the field. So very good comboing with Yamagitsune or whatchamacallit, Setsujishi. The other size 2 of the deck, which I highly recommend 4 of, if not 3, Tempest Gara-O. He has the ability, he's a 3/2/5 by himself, and then when you use his ability Gara-O Slash, you pay a gauge, he gains 3,000 power and double attack, but at the end of the turn he dies, just like the other skulls, so you gotta use them properly or else it doesn't work out too well. This deck definitely takes a lot a good amount of skill used properly, and it's really fun. But I like Garo. My favorite cards in the deck are probably Yamai Happy, Garo, Kimentai, and Yamagitsune. Size 3s, I'd say there's three options for Skull Warriors. If you're playing a more item heavy or item reliant variant, you can play Katara Fuma, the 5/2s or the 6/2/5 with double attack and move for 1 gauge. Size 3. You could play Evil Sin, whatever it's called. I hate that card. If you play a more Demon Way reliant and Karakarane based, I would definitely recommend it. In the sense that you grab Clear Serenities, you get Karakaranize, you get Nori Kagame if you're really playing it. You grab Gepkigiri, like, it's way more reliant in that variant. In this variant, I play 11 Demon Ways, or 4 different Demon Ways. One of them I would almost never retrieve back. I mean, it does have its purpose. It could work in here, but I still don't like it. I really hate the 3 gauge call cost, and the fact it doesn't have double attack or anything. If your opponent keeps popping the center, you really can't even do anything with it. And I hate sacking my own units above anything else, because that means you're really playing cards just to go minus over them. Especially a 3 gauge coster like Shin's Evil Sins. Very hefty cost for the deck, so yeah, I definitely don't like it. For my size 3, the third option is Noble Ninja Momochi Tamba. It's a very powerful size 3 for 2 gauge. It's 7/2/6 and is the abilities of when this card enters the field, you gain a life, so that extra life gain is pretty helpful in certain times, and it has double attack. So double attack is really powerful, getting those advantage, field wipe, whatever. Just really helps. Then, so that's it for my monsters. Now for spells, I play 2 Art of Item Blasting. Since I don't play the Secret Swords in this variant, I find it very inconsistent. It's been getting less and less useful as time goes on. At first I thought it was good, then I thought it was bad, then I thought it was amazing, just made the deck completely balanced. Now with the set 3 support and Obito Genbu being a card, you really don't need them anymore. And Star Crusher was the ace, but Skull Warriors have a better version of Star Crusher without damage output, so yeah. Item Blasting is there to pop items. It's a counter. It destroys them whenever they attack anything. If I'm playing against Dragon World, I can deal with the Anthems, or the Sunfist, the Drago Knuckles. Just really powerful. Dungeon World, the Glory Seekers, which I hate. The Dungeon Enemy, I can deal with the Alteras. And the Dominion Rods, if need be. Magic World, Gun Rods. Like, it's just a very powerful card for 2 gauge. Next card, probably the ace in Skull Warriors. Definitely don't want to max out in the main deck. You could definitely play extras in the sideboard. I think I'm playing one. Let me check. It's definitely not a bad idea to max out in the sideboard just because it's so powerful and helps steal a lot of games. And I don't think I'm playing it at 4 on the sideboard. Yeah, I'm not maxing it out. It's definitely a viable option if you want to. The card's really powerful and it does a lot, so you want to play it. Paying 2 life to nullify any spell whenever is just too good to pass up. If that was in Dragon World, I would be using that thing at like 3. Just because I could play Green Song. Oh my god, the combos would be ridiculous. This card's just really powerful for what it is. Then we have 4 of our first nullifier. The really hard one to get. Demon Way Obito Genbu. It's a promo that was at Anime Expo and last minute qualifiers in like California and Australia. It was just too hard. It's like a $10 card. It's really a pain in the ass to get. That's why I don't have 4 right now. I'm not in the mood to spend cash. Kind of saving up for set 4 and maybe EVO2. I'm still deciding on EVO2, but set 4 I'm definitely getting quite a few things to open up on camera for you guys. And I gotta make room on my shelf for more boxes. So, continuing on. The other nullifier, which everyone knows, the Type 2 shields, as I prefer to call them. Type 1 would be like your Battle Aura Circle or Green Dragon Shield, which is what Obito Genbu is. Obito Genbu is a Battle Aura Circle clone. It's really there for the link attack, like Dungeon World and Danger World. Those are my main matchups that I need to use that against. And it's more of a meta call than anything. It helps against your bad matchups. It's just extra protection. Never hurts. If main things were like Dragon and Ancient, I would probably be playing Snake Ace, but it's not, so yeah. Back to the point, for body replacements, just still a really good card. Highly recommend you play 4 of both. Or you can do a Kershiv and is doing now and what I was doing previously until I just realized Orbital Genbu helps a lot more. He plays 3 Snake Gaze, 3 Orbital Genbu, and 3 Body Replacement. He said he likes it due to the utility of the huge amount of utility gain for just 1 card space. I can't argue with him. It is quite useful, but I like seeing my cards extra consistently. My decks are based off consistency and synergy most of the time, so that's why I play a lot of 4-ofs, as you'll see, and then 2-ofs. I really try to avoid 3-ofs, but Sakura Fubuki just fits in at 3. You see it when you need it. Next card, 4 Demon Weight over Gepkigiri. Really powerful card. It's a 1-for-1, but it does a lot more than that. If they play cards like any monster that instant removes when it enters field, like what's it called? Gale Khan. Dragon Emperor Gale Khan. If they play that, you could just drop this on them and pop it. And that could screw up their entire play, considering they paid 2 gauge, killed 2 monsters, and lost a card in hand just to play it. So that can completely throw them off the 1-for-1 or 1-for-2 or whatever it is. Overall, it's just a benefit usually when you play it, and it helps a lot. Especially if they're rushing you hard, you can remove an extra attack or whatever. So in a sense, it counts as a 3rd null in theory. You can use it for nulls, you could use it for protection, you could just use it to remove. It's really good. I just wish it, Skull Warriors had a counter removal like Thunder Breath or something. I don't know, just something. Or Katana World in general, actually. Moving on to set spells, I play 4 copies of Art of Explosive Hades Fall. This card is freaking amazing. You must play 4, in my opinion. You cannot play anything else less than that. If you really can't get the 4th, then you play 3. But I highly recommend 4. This card's absolutely essential for the deck. It makes half your plays even better than what they are. Basically what you do is you search out one of your Skull Warriors in your deck, or even the Momo Chitamba if you know you're playing against Danger World or something like size 3 based, or use a lot. And you throw it in the soul. Then whenever they play the monster of that size, they basically take 2 damage and the monster gets destroyed. If it has Soul Guard, at least you remove a soul. So yeah. Then I'm going to play... So that's it for that card. It's extremely useful because you can set up your drop zone as well. For this card, setting up your drop zone is really key with this card in the sense that Return to the Underworld. It is a set spell that allows you to revive any size 1 or less Skull Warrior for 1 gauge without paying its call cost. So very useful. Pick size 1 or less Skull Warrior in drop zone, pay gauge, use that target, bring it onto the field into any open space or anywhere actually. You could really put it on anywhere. And then there you go. So continuous advantage helps. Then the last 3 cards in the deck, 3 copies of 5 Heavenly Swords Onimaru, 6,000 power, 3 critical weapon. It can only attack 3 times per copy of the weapon on the field because when it enters the field, you put the top 2 cards of your deck into this card's soul, and then at the end of the turn, if this card is in the rest position, you have to remove a soul and put it into the drop. If you can't, destroy the card. So usually if it doesn't get removed in any shape or form, you're going to get a lot of advantage or damage output with this card. Or removal, because you might have to remove like a Halberd Dragon or something, which helps. But yeah. Overall, the card's just very powerful, helps in the deck, and does what it's supposed to, so works really well. Also, you can set up your drop with it if you get size 1 Skull Warriors in the soul. So, overall, just needed in Skull Warriors, 2 or 3 copies. Ninjas, I'd say 3 or 4 if you're playing item-based. If you're not playing item-based, I wouldn't play it at all. But these are opinions. If you guys have any thoughts on the deck, / suggestions, / ideas, let me know. I'm going to be taking a bit of a break from Skull Warriors right now because I have 2 crazy decks I'm testing out. One is Dragon World, the other is a deck that only Devlon knows that I created today. Also, as I said, don't forget to check out the Facebook page for the team. Add us if you want to talk to any of us. There's Jalen, Jake, CJ, me, and Devlon. You guys have any thoughts / ideas, let us know on Facebook, let us know in the comments. Be more than glad to hear it. As I said once more, check out the community Facebook page on that'll be in the link in the description below, because starting soon we will be doing exclusive things that you guys can't see here, whether it be maybe even show videos from people. Maybe I'll show like a hey, I'm a subscriber, I want to say hi to the world, I have a channel, whatever. Shout outs, whatever, as I said. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos, and we'll have a lot of content coming your way soon. So thanks for watching. Joy from Team Burning Infinity signing out. Peace, guys.